is the rainbow destined to burn. I'm just kidding. We're not actually doing the quest right now. We're doing test runs right now. But I thought this was really cool.
Bring it.
I think her name is Jillian. She's really cool. Hello guys. Just wanted to say hi.
Yes, you are. Qualified after all.
Bring it.
This is cool. I really like this test run. It's really cool. Hey guys.
Here's the
Oh. What is that? I've never seen this before. If you guys know what this is called, let me know down Challenge complete. A ruined drake. Sounds okay. I'm gonna do Curious, and then yeah. Look how pretty Chiori is, by the way. Hi guys. Ah, another Earth Guard or whatever it's called. Please don't tell me there's another one. Oh, that's even worse. Okay. Look at that pose. Hi. Oh. Okay. We'll just do our burst before we head out. Anyways. Alright, now we're gonna do the actual Archon quest. We're in Inazuma right now because the last quest I did was, don't know how to pronounce it. But we're not doing that right now. We're not doing that today. We are doing I don't care. Okay. That. I almost have 7,000. That's a lot. The rainbow. That wrong thing. The rainbow. Destined to burn. I'm so excited. Okay. Maybe not. wait till 2 days later. Did I already start this quest? No, I didn't. I never started this quest. Okay. For some reason, I was expecting this to be called the Rainbow Destined to Burn.
I got a new
It's
letter
not.
from an informant.
But we're just gonna ignore that for
Situation
now.
has changed again.
So we gotta go. Let's go to Natlan because it's much nicer in Natlan than here. I mean, it's pretty here. It's pretty there, but you know, I don't really like the vibes. Okay, wait till 2 days later. Okay, we're back.
Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately.
Ooh, let's go. Where is that? That's all the way. Not yet unlocked. Okay then. Then we won't do that.
Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
This is gonna be a really amazing quest with lots of cool cutscenes and stuff like that, or is this gonna be a boring quest where we just do stuff?
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's
I'm just so
vital
glad that
we all work
5.1 is
together.
already out.
Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
I'm sure she does.
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss
Do you
has ramped
do you
up
guys
its
remember what
activities
happened
lately,
in the last
we can
quest
no
at the
longer
end?
afford to
I
act
don't
only
remember.
after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two.
Oh no, we're
You've
not
been
relaxing.
working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that. It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but that's
Alright.
probably not gonna
Most people
happen.
have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom. Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
Why is she not talking? Hello? Kachina? Are you broken? Are you broken, Kachina? Huh? What? What is... Jonan. We're getting an ancient name.
Wow. So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary
Shilonen.
forger of ancient names. Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
We're getting an ancient name. Oh my gosh. Can you talk, Kachina? Are you broken? I think this is probably just a glitch. Because I think she's supposed to be talking right now. Or maybe Kachina's voice actor just didn't feel like voicing her. I think it's just a glitch though. Because she's not supposed to be like that. I think she's supposed to be talking right now. Like, I mean, she is talking, but like, we're supposed to hear her talking.
Confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Beyond the smoke and mirrors, aka the rainbow destined burned. Oh my goodness. Where are we going now? I'm all the way over here. Okay. Oh. She's so pretty. Look at her. Are we getting an ancient name? Is that what we're doing?
Ah, yes, so I've heard.
Her voice.
So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
How old are we?
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Really?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot.
What?
Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
Uh-huh.
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed outside of Natland, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Look at me.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further,
But I
even
went
if
to the
you
Night Kingdom.
had performed heroic deeds in Natland, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wild can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
No.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of our plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Okay, can you like talk to Kachina and stop being quiet? Okay, I'll just make up for the silence every time. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we
The
can.
key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
We're going back to the
Well,
Night Kingdom. aren't
every
we?
tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough. I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Seat Lolly at the Masters of the
Seat Lolly?
Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eats Talit.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty
See,
impressive.
Lolly, I think
I'm
is
not sure
becoming a
she'd be able
character
to
too,
help.
but I'm not really sure. Don't
Still,
quote me on
she's
that.
older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Huh?
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Oh, let's ask Kanich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
Alright, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
I'll just speak for Kachina. Great, then I'll go contact.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Well, I didn't get to read that
Okay,
game.
we'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Okay, let's take a stroll. Let's take a stroll in the meantime. Okay, we gotta go and meet up with Kanich. Alright, oh. Kanich makes his way over after some time. Now he's not talking? What is going on? I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the spirit speaker stone and offer her an apology in person.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Yeah. Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes, and then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memories suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is, and he also hails from the Masters of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Silali finally realized he was gone, no one heard from him for quite a while.
See, Lolly knows him too?
Who's Oran? That's right, Oran was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. Oh my goodness. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right. So, in that sense, Auroran and Silali have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroran joined the Fatui voluntarily, or if he was... Don't yell at me that I don't know how to pronounce that word. Silali is probably eager to prove that hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go talk with her.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes, if you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Silali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyrarchon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole situation.
Yeah. Plus, we kind of owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the Spirit Speaker's bone.
Oof.
Yeah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Poke Kanich. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Silali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure, I'll head out right away. Take care out there, Kanich. I'll be heading back as well. I'm not gonna make a voice. There are still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Should I make a voice for them? Like make a funny voice? Because I don't think I should. What am I doing? Oh, wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Okay, that's really complicated. Wait until the morning of the day after. Okay. Finally, that took forever. Okay. Apparently this is now morning. That's noon. Okay, finally.
It's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Okay. Sounds good. And we're doing good on the video time. Hi.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Silali did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanich a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
Okay. I'm excited that we get to meet Seat Lolly. Sounds like lollipop. Like seat lollipop. Take a seat, lollipop. Whoever Lollipop is, you arrive at the stadium in the Sacred Flame. As expected, Lolly is not there.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
She's gonna show up.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
There she is.
You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait, you're Seed Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age?
She's older?
Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
Oh.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No? But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived
She
before
kind of
me.
reminds me of Farina.
At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
She kind of reminds me of Farina a little bit.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke. And I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh? Or even more rude not to laugh?
When the Masters of the Night Wind said they struggled dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
Jilonen explains it.
I see. So Mauika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
Oh. It's lagging. Oh. What's happening?
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring
What's happening?
terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. A weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
My face.
It's nothing as serious as that. If
I love
left
that face, by the
unattended,
way.
the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
She kind of reminds me of Farina a little bit, but not my
Shilonen,
version of
let's
Farina.
follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
Lord of the Night? That sounds
The Lord
really
of the
scary.
Night. But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands.
Hi, Kay.
The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
The Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
Hi, Kitty. You want to play Genshin Impact? You want to play Genshin?
All right.
No.
Now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back.
Oh.
I'm sorry I made you wait earlier.
it was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Snezhnayan
Sounds
arms.
like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him?
I don't know.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all
Do we
this trouble
have to
with
bring
me,
him back?
but please help me get him
This
back.
does not seem like a good idea.
You can count on us.
This does not seem like a good
Alright,
idea.
then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
Okay. This seems like a bad idea. Why? Because we're talking about Lord of the Night, which does not sound very friendly. Okay. Look at the beautiful waterfall.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information.
Probably.
However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
If that's all there is to him, then he really doesn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
What element is she? Whoa.
How about now?
You're back.
What do you see?
Whoa.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a
So
short
she's like a
while,
witch?
you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're
kitty.
extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision
Come on,
now to
keep
track
going.
down Auroron.
Keep going.
Good luck, you two.
Keep going.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
Hi, kitty.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
Do you really have to lay on my
What does she
arm?
mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go,
Why does
I'd
it say
that
question
I'm already
mark?
pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking
not lay
still
right
not
there.
trendy enough? I've
What
already tried my
are you
best to match
doing,
their
kitty?
speech patterns.
Keep going.
Given the
Keep
looks on their
going.
faces just now. Or perhaps
Why does it say
I'm
question
still
mark?
not fashionable enough?
Uh.
But that can't be, right? Ugh. Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh?
I think I just heard a voice. Wait, but it wasn't with my ears. Was it all in my mind?
Was that St. Lolly's voice?
Dot, dot, dot. I'm really good at reading. Seems Paimon heard the same voice, but she also looks like she understood what's going on. Let me think. Ah, it must be a side effect of the spell she cast.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Hi, Katie. Don't lay right there. I can't read. I can't read when you do that. So we can hear now. We can now hear her thoughts through telepathy. Wow, this is amazing. Okay.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
You bet. Just leave it to us. Investigate the campsite.
Take it easy.
Hey,
Who's
looks
camping
like
out
there's a new camp over there.
Who's camping out here?
Yeah, judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for part 2. We're gonna continue forward and investigate in the next part. Bye!